Brief history. Okay, it's only 3 pages. That's not bad. I'm not... You guys can pause it and read it. I want to, like, just kind of progress things along. I don't want to be stuck for too long. Well, it's not like being stuck, but, you know, it's just... She has 3 poison things. She just will have so many arrows is the other thing. I am so glad I took leadership with the guy I wanted to be a paladin.
These gates are to remain closed at all times. Captain's orders. Wait a second. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation?
Oh yes, I need all of these arrows. Oh, that's a lot. Thankfully, I got a lot of junk. Can I just... Oh, thank God, I can shift-click to just send them all over there. Could I actually use this to fish? Eh. I don't need a staff. Oh, you can get empty potion bottles too. That's cool. Golden Grail. Once an alchemist's simple bronze chalice, this grail was in the right place in just the right time when its owner mastered the art of transmutating base metals. Oh, he learned how to turn stuff into gold. That's actually really neat. Well, I'm totally gonna pay out the rest of this. Wait, there's a balanced scales. There we go. Good guy. Citizens aren't allowed.
Security's tied to the Never around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I need to talk to the other guy before I go do anything rash. Okay, there's a log as well. Waypoint Shrine. Oh wait, she can talk to these things.
Well, tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet addressing me directly? Huh, I thought I'd never see the day.
I can talk to Bull Bill. Bull.
Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sisal, from dock to graveyard and back again.
Well, it's nice to meet
Speaking
you.
of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know. Can tell your fortune to the T.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah.
I'm seeing 2 feet approaching me, and here you are. My powers astound even me. I'm Bull.
The Bull.
The leading clairvoyant in Sisal. The 2 feets never bother to ask, but I see all that is and is to be.
Tell me my future.
Of course, most winsome 2 feet. Of course. What would you like to know?
Will I be lucky in love?
Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. I see that love has caused you to falter in the past. Yes, falter dearly. You must reconcile your mistakes before you will find true love.
That's just great advice.
Why, yes, most wealthy indeed. But you must be vigilant, 2 feet, for I see that your wealth will come by bloody means.
How will I die?
Death. Ever the most difficult topic to foretell.
I see. Oh dear. No. No. Your reading is over. Do you hear? Over.
Okay. That's never a good sign, though. Where? This is a warehouse? It's level 10 as well.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse? Snooping around?
What you got for sale?
Reeks of orc stench.
Salutations! Source
Salutations!
I'm Sergeant Curtis, proud protector of this House of Legion goods.
What
This
is in there
is a
for me,
storing
guys?
house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Curtis, have been trusted to guard it.
What you got to trade? Ooh. These are expensive as all hell, aren't they? Yeah, you got a lot less for, you know, liked around here. It would be useful to have some better armor. Oh wow, increases my movement too. Sadly, I cannot afford.
Curtis is my name. The Legion is my calling.
Okay. Thank you for...
Report. Still nothing, sir. Suppose there just aren't any thieves.
This place reeks of orc stench.
I didn't...
Salutations! Source hunters, I see.
I didn't...
Hey,
I don't know how to stop it when it does that.
just making conversation. Mate.
Mate, he says. We are colleagues, nothing more.
I'm supposed to see someone, and here was the only place I could think of.
And I won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
Charmed orc.
One day.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Oh. More arrows. I don't need the milk. What's this about a charmed
friend
orc?
here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her.
Oh.
A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Door about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime.
Oh god. It was essentially spam mail.
I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
You are not very smart.
Maybe before the Great Orc Raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Yeah.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
Yeah, I would too.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
I mean, yeah, that second one. Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information. I just want to use her for information, basically. Then she can be run through. I don't really trust an orc not to want to kill me.
You're right. The information she provides could well turn the tides here in Sicil.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
I'm hoping that it'll at least...
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense. Listen.
One day,
She's
Moira.
purring.
One day you'll show 'em all.
Moira?
Page circular.
What was...
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
I already talked to them about that. I believe only good for information. I'll take my leave. I do like that they had it where the bull didn't want to tell you your supposed future. Because really, so far from what I've noticed, he's just telling you stuff that makes logical sense to hear. I love that the leader in sight counts everyone around. Important characters will be marked destination on your map. Crime scene. Esmeralda, Captain. Okay, let's start off with the crime scene, I think. Well, not really the crime scene, but you know, getting the captain's approval.
I've spotted something.
Sam. Oh God. What does this sign say? Okay, well apparently anything that's yellow you can take from. Another mug of wine. I can talk to you.
Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
Oh.
I give milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get me. I know it. Meh.
It got rather dark in here.
If one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
You're comparing me to bone?
Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
To be fair, a scroll of resurrection will probably be very, very useful.
So, which of you is more deserving?
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Huh? Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in a house of medicine. Unless one of them happens to have a secret stash of healing stones. Certainly, what would you like to know?
Do you know anything about your
The counselor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know. I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it.
How about killing them all?
I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Good thing technically in this world I'm a god in a way?
Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be altered by a single application of Cicuta de Glacie on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
So, which of you is
1 second, that would be my dog.
Come, take your case. Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence. So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Okay.
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master.
Ooh.
She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
Can you elaborate?
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silver Glen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal.
I think I know what happened. I think she stole it. She stole it from the...
But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silver Glen to learn the truth myself.
I think she went down to steal the stuff.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Anybody?
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Coming from a paladin, I'll take that as the correct answer.
This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
Oh, God.
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Okay, tell me about the
What would you like
patients.
to know?
Tell me about Boris.
The brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is.
Ooh.
Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
Tell me about Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement.
Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, I'm retiring soon. That's when the worst possible things happen.
Everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
Yeah.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh.
Huh.
I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded.
I needed that. I'm very much... If I can get stuff to make it where I can revive people, I'm glad.
But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously. You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should...
Boris, like, he's still young. I know Stephen is beloved by his family, but... He just had his 3rd grandchild. Boris.
There's no way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren.
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gone far.
Stephen's an old man. He has a long life to live. Boris should have the same chance. reason.
If you'd like to kill Stephen, perhaps I'll let his family have at you when you deliver the news. I'll even loan his wife my favorite studded club.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Mind. Could have gone far.
I mean, yes, this is very much... Win a series of rock, paper, scissors matches to convince the other party. Put points in charisma to gain an advantage. Rock. I'm gonna say rock again. Nope. Paper? Yep, paper covers rock. Scissors.
No, we'll do as I say.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man. My heart breaks for the other.
Yeah.